Hi you all and welcome. Today we'll be designing this Game Boy Color in the Procreate app for iPad. So grab your Apple Pencil and your iPad and let's get started. Click on the Layers panel, select Background Color. Choose whatever color you would like to be behind the Game Boy. I'm using Classic. Don't worry too much about this, you can always change it later. Tap Done. Click on the color circle and find a color for the console itself. Click on the ribbon or selection tool. Select Rectangle. With Color Fill on, it should say Add. You can use your 2-finger pinch to zoom out so you can see all the edges clearly. Drag to form a rectangle, whatever size you'd like the Game Boy to be. Let go. Tap on the arrow tool if you would like to resize using uniform, which would keep the dimensions the same, or freeform, so that you can make it thinner, wider, shorter, or taller. Using snapping, with snapping and not magnetics, you can find the center of the canvas where the two orange lines cross. Click on the Eraser tool and find Calligraphy Monoline. Make sure that your opacity is 100% and choose a fairly large brush size. I'll try 60. For this original Game Boy, there's a few different styles. You could take the largest curve off of this side and leave smaller curves on each of these sides. I'll be recreating the Game Boy Color. So I will make 2 curves down here and 2 curves down here, smaller ones up here and larger ones up here. Zoom in if it helps you. Draw a curve and hold it. When you leave the pencil on the screen, it should say Arc Created. Let go. Tap Edit Shape if you need to. Move this until you like the curve. Tap on the Eraser tool and erase the extra edge. Repeat this step on all 4 sides. Draw a curve with the Eraser tool and hold it. It says Arc Created at the top. Tap Edit Shape if you'd like to. And move the curve until you like the result. Eraser tool to erase whatever extra edge you have. Draw a curve and hold it. Arc Created, Edit Shape. Eraser tool. Move to the last side. Draw a curve, hold it. It says Arc Created, tap Edit Shape. Move this to where you'd like it to be. Eraser tool to get out of that. Snap with 2 fingers to get back to largest size. Click on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer. Click on the color circle and select the color you'd like for your screen. Click on the ribbon or selection tool with rectangle and color fill turned on. Again, drag a rectangle out until you have the size you want. Tap on the arrow tool using snapping. Without touching the blue handles, you can push it to where you'd like it to be. Find that middle orange line. Click on the wrench, Canvas, Drawing Guide, Edit Drawing Guide, Symmetry. There should be a line in the middle. You can change the color here if you like, then tap Done. Tap on the Layers panel. Here you should see that Layer 2 now says Assisted. If it doesn't, tap on this layer and select Drawing Assist. Using the eraser tool on Monoline, bring back these edges. Tap Edit Shape if you'd like, and you can watch the opposite side to make sure you like the result. Eraser tool. Same thing up here. Erase a curve and hold it. Art created, edit shape. Watch the other side. When you like the results, tap the eraser tool to get out of that. Click on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer. Click on the color circle and select a black color. Click back on the Layers panel, tap on this new layer, Drawing Assist. It should now say Assisted. Tap on this layer and select Clipping Mask. Now you should see the arrow pointing down. Click on the Brush tool and make sure that it says Calligraphy Monoline. Make sure your opacity is 100% and change the brush size to whatever you're comfortable with. I'm using 12%. Draw a line, leave the pencil on the screen, place your finger on the screen to make it perfectly horizontal. Again, draw a line, leave the pencil on the screen, place your finger to make it perfectly vertical. And one more time. Draw a line, place your finger on the screen, lift up. From this line, draw around a circle. You can't see it, but we should have created a closed shape outside of this space. Check your Layers panel if you'd like to see that exists. Drag the color into this space. Click on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer. You do not need Drawing Assist or a clipping mask. Click on the color circle and select whatever color you want for your cross, the up, down, left, right buttons. Click on the ribbon or selection tool with rectangle and color fill once again. Draw a thin rectangle. Good. Click on the Layers panel, swipe left, tap Duplicate. Click on the arrow tool, rotate 45 degrees, tap this button twice. Click back on the Layers panel, two-finger pinch to merge these layers together. Plus symbol to add a new layer. The brush tool should still be on Monoline. Draw a circle, leave the pencil on the screen. It says Ellipse Created. Place your finger on the screen to make a perfect circle. Drag the color into that space. Click on the Layers panel, swipe left, tap Duplicate. Arrow tool on Freeform or Uniform without touching the blue handles. Push this up and to the right, wherever you think it should go. Click on the Layers panel and two-finger pinch to merge these two together. Arrow tool to move them wherever you think they should go. You can use Uniform if you'd like to make them smaller or bigger. Click on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer. Click on this layer and select Drawing Assist. You can use Monoline for this part. Bring your brush size up or down as needed. Here near the bottom, draw a line, leave the pencil on the screen, place your finger to make it perfectly horizontal, lift up. You can tap Edit Shape to move them closer together or further apart. These will be Select and Start buttons. Click on the Layers panel, wrench, add text. Type whatever you'd like this text to say. Change the color first if you'd like to. Click to highlight the text. Tap here on I know one and choose whatever font you'd like. You can make it bold if you'd like to, or bold oblique. Change the size to whatever you prefer. And arrow tool to place it where you think it should go. You can resize on uniform as well. Click on the Layers panel plus symbol to add a new layer. Use Monoline with whatever colors you would like to add the name here, color, or whatever you want. Bring down the brush size as needed. I'll try a 4%. Maybe a little bit bigger. 7%. And switch to different colors as you like. Arrow tool if you need to move this around. Uniform if you would like to make it smaller or bigger. Feel free to play with your colors and see what you like. Click on the Layers panel, tap the top layer. Click on the wrench, add text. Change this text color to whatever you think it should be. In all caps, type select. Click on it to highlight this selection. Tap bold oblique and change it to light or regular, whatever you like. Tap done. Click on the arrow tool and make it significantly smaller. Place it where you think it should go. Tap on the Layers panel. Swipe and duplicate. Arrow tool to move it over. Highlight these letters and type start in all caps. Arrow tool, move it to where you think it should go. Arrow tool to get out of that. Wrench, add text. Nintendo. Arrow tool, make it smaller, and place it where you think it should go. Layers panel plus symbol to add a new layer. Bring the brush size down. I'm trying 1%. Tap on the Layers panel, tap it again, and choose Drawing Assist. It should now say Assisted. Draw a line. Leave the pencil on the screen. Place your finger on the screen so it's perfectly horizontal. Tap Edit Shape if you'd like to move it around. Two-finger tap to undo whenever you don't like something. For example, I think Monoline is a little bit too thick for this. Tap on the brush tool and choose a different brush. Inking and technical pen, for example. Let's try at 5%. Draw a line, hold it, leave the pencil on the screen, place your finger on the screen, tap Edit Shape. Brush tool, and repeat that step. Great. Here, draw a curve and hold it. It says Art Created, tap Edit Shape. And make this curve match wherever you think it should go. Press and hold the eraser tool and bring back the lines that don't belong. Wrench tool, add text. Change the color to white or whatever you like. Type power, all caps. Arrow tool, make it significantly smaller. Then place it where you think it should go. Turn off snapping if it gets annoying. Click on the Layers panel, swipe left, tap Duplicate, Arrow tool, move this one up, Arrow tool to get out of that, highlight the text, and change this one to Calm. Once again, all caps. Arrow tool and place it where you think it should go. I'll move mine over, right about there. Move your pieces around as needed. For example, I'll highlight these two, the buttons, Arrow tool, and push them down. Perhaps turning on snapping to find the center again. Same thing, Nintendo and the shape around it. Arrow tool, push it to where I think it should go. So power, calm, Game Boy color, the black, the screen, arrow tool, uniform, to make them fit better in that space. And snapping will help me find where they should go. Layers panel, calm, and move it back to where I think it belongs. Arrow tool to get out of that. Click on the Layers panel and find between the screen and the black color here. Tap on this layer, plus symbol to add a new layer. You should automatically see Clipping Mask. Tap on this layer and select Drawing Assist. Click the Brush tool, Airbrushing Soft Brush. Place a finger on the screen to get the black back, or find it in the color circle. Draw a border. Make the brush size smaller if you need to. Leave the pencil on the screen so that it says Line Created, and place your finger to make it perfectly vertical. Same thing here. Good. Same thing here at the top. Good. Click on the magic wand, Gaussian Blur, Layer. Place your pencil on the screen and push it toward the right, about 5%, maybe a little over. Click on the Layers panel, tap on the large N, and bring the opacity down. I'll try about 40% for mine. Click on the Layers panel, find the cross button, plus symbol to add a new layer. Choose a lighter, brighter color, whatever you like. Click on the brush tool and find Calligraphy Monoline. Draw a circle. Bring the brush size up or down as needed. Draw a circle, leave the pencil on the screen to create your perfect circle, and arrow tool to move it where you think it should go. Click on the wrench, canvas, edit drawing guide, symmetry, options, quadrant. Drag this little blue circle into the circle we just created. Zoom in if it helps you. Tap done. Click on the layers panel, and this should now say assisted. If it doesn't, tap on this layer and select drawing assist. Find the color you would like for the arrows and draw them where you think they should go. Click on the wrench, turn off drawing guide. Click on the layers panel and click on these buttons, A and B buttons. Tap on the wrench, add text. Type A or B, whichever you prefer. Arrow tool, zoom into this space and move it and resize it until it fits in that circle. Click on the layers panel, swipe left, tap duplicate. Arrow tool, move it over, highlight the letter, and change it to the other one. Arrow tool to fit it into that space. Zoom into this space, click on the layers panel, add a new layer wherever you think it should go. Click on the ribbon or selection tool with rectangle and no color fill. Draw a bit of a square in this area. Click on the brush tool, find textures and decimals. Play with the brush size and opacity. As well as the color. Until you like the result. Ribbon to get out of that. eraser tool on Monoline to erase any extras that you don't want. Click on the Layers panel, find Comb, plus symbol to add a new layer. Choose whatever color you like. Click on the Brush tool and select Inking and Technical Pen. Draw a line, leave the pencil on the screen, and create a triangle around this. Fill in the color. Eraser tool to bring it back until you like the result. Change the brush size as needed. Arrow tool if you'd like to move this over wherever you think it should go. On this layer, let's go ahead and add the power arrows. Draw one however you think it should be, and we'll duplicate it. Ribbon or selection tool, freehand with no color fill. Wrap it around the space. 3-finger swipe down, duplicate. Arrow tool, and move it over. Click on the Layers panel, swipe left, duplicate. Arrow tool, move it over. Two-finger pinch to merge these 3 layers together. Click on the Brush tool and find Luminance Light Pen. Click on the color circle and select whatever color you want for the power button. Change the brush size and opacity as needed. Click on the Layers panel and find the buttons. Swipe right to highlight both of them. Drag them out into the space. If you scroll up to the top, you should now see there is a new layer. Tap on this layer to only highlight one. Click and hold this layer, drag it all the way beneath the other ones. There they are. Tap on this layer and make sure that clipping mask is not on. Click on this layer, tap Select, Color Fill, and choose a dark color, perhaps black or gray, whatever you like. If you click on the Layers panel, you should see that these are now that color. Magic Wand, Gaussian Blur, Layer, Slide to adjust. Something like 5% should be enough. You can leave these where they are, or you can tap on the arrow tool and move them to the right or the left, wherever you think they should go. As always, turn off snapping if it gets annoying. If you would like to repeat this step for the Select and Start buttons. Layers panel, find the buttons, swipe, duplicate, tap the bottom buttons, tap them again, select. Color fill is already on, Magic Wand, Gaussian Blur, Layer, Slide to adjust, something like 5%. You can leave them there, or once again, arrow tool, and move them to where you think they should go. Change things as needed whenever you like. For example, I would like to try a different background color. Tap on this layer and choose a different color if you prefer. Plus symbol to add a new layer. Click and hold this layer and drag it all the way to the very bottom right above background color. Click on the color circle and choose whatever color you'd like for your pattern on the tabletop to be. Click on the brush tool, find textures or vintage, and try out different textures to see what you like. I'll try Myrtle. That's pretty cool. Opacity and brush size at 100%. Draw whatever texture you like without lifting the pencil from one side to the other. Click on the Layers panel, tap the large N on this layer, and try out different blending modes. I think I like Lighten. You can change the opacity if you like. For this very first layer that we made, swipe left, tap Duplicate, tap on the bottom layer, tap it again, select. From the color circle, choose black or whatever color you like for the shadow. Tap on the Magic Wand, Gaussian Blur, Layer, Slide to adjust to wherever you think it should go. I think for this one I'll try something like 7. Arrow tool. And place your shadow where you think it should go on the tabletop. Click on the Layers panel, tap the large N, and bring your opacity down if you prefer. You can also try out different blending modes like linear and multiply. Click on this layer, plus symbol to add a new layer. Tap on this layer, select Clipping Mask. Find a color for your shadow. I'm trying the color I originally picked and maybe a slightly different color. Click on the brush tool and select something for adding shading. Airbrushing soft brush works really well, sketching, Bonobo chalk works really well, whatever you like. Before we add the shadow, click on the Layers panel, tap this large N, and change it either to linear burn or multiply. Bring the brush size up and the opacity down as needed. And add your shadow to the console wherever you think it should go. 2-finger tap to undo whenever you don't like something and just try it again. Click and hold the smudge tool to work with the same brush whenever you want to, and adjust the opacity and brush size once again as needed. Add as much or as little shadow as you'd like, and we'll move on. Click and hold the eraser tool to erase with the soft brush as well, whenever you'd like to. Click on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer, tap on this layer and select Clipping Mask. Click on the large N and select something like Screen or Add to add highlights. Find a lighter, brighter color that you like working with for this part. Bring the airbrush up and down as needed. You can also switch from airbrushing soft brush to medium brush or whatever you like. Change the opacity and brush size to your preference. Switch back and forth between the brush tool and the smudge or eraser tool until you like the result. You can click on the Layers panel and bring down the opacity of this layer to whatever you like. Same thing with the shadow layer as well. When you're satisfied with the shadow and the highlight layers, let's move on. Click on the Layers panel and find the buttons. Above the triangles and circle for this button, plus symbol to add a new layer. Tap on this layer, tap it again, select Clipping Mask. Tap on this new layer, tap it again, clipping mask. You can use this color or a different one for highlights, and you can use whatever color you like for the shadows. Using medium brush or soft brush, whatever you like, begin to add shadows wherever you think they should go. Change the brush size and opacity as needed. Click on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer, tap on this layer, clipping mask. Click and hold to get your bright color back or find it in the color circle. Tap on the large N and select Add. Add the highlight wherever you think it should go. Click on the Layers panel, tap on this large N, and change the opacity of the layer if you like. You can try screen if you prefer. And switch this one to linear burn or multiply, whatever you like. Click and hold to get the dark color back, and on the shadow layer, add it wherever you think it should go. Go back and forth between these until you like the results. Good. Click on the Layers panel, tap on the button layer, plus symbol to add a new layer. Tap on this layer and select Clipping Mask. Tap on the large N and select Linear Burn. Plus symbol to add a new layer, click on this layer, Clipping Mask. Click on the large N and select Add or Screen, whatever you like. On the Linear Burn layer, add the shadow to the circular buttons, and on the Add or Screen layer, add the highlights. Switch between the soft brush and the medium brush until you like the results. Click on the Layers panel and tap on the Add layer, switch to that lighter, brighter color, and add the highlight. Click on the Layers panel and adjust the opacity of each layer as needed. Scroll up, tap on the A letter, tap it again, and rasterize. Tap on the B letter, tap it again, and rasterize. You can merge these two layers together. Tap on the large N and select Linear Burn. You can bring the opacity of this layer down if you like. Great. Click on the Layers panel, find this layer with the Select and Start buttons, plus symbol to add a new layer. Tap on this layer, Clipping Mask, tap on the large N, Linear Burn, plus symbol to add a new layer, tap on this layer, Clipping Mask, tap on the large N, Add. Click on the Linear Burn layer, which is your shadow layer. Click and hold to get your dark color back and add the shadow where you think it should go. Click on the Layers panel, tap on the Add layer, press and hold the color circle, get your lighter, brighter color back, and add the highlight where you think it should go. Great. Adjust each of your layers as needed until you like the results. For example, on this layer, I'd like to change the blending mode to something like Linear Burn and bring down the opacity a bit. Try out different things and see what you like. This layer should be on Linear Burn and isn't, so I'll try that, and I do prefer that. This layer might look better on Linear Burn, so I'll try that. I didn't change it too much, but I will keep it there. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know what you thought, and I'll see you next time.